Justin James J.J. What is an American football defensive end for the Houston Texans of the National Football League? He was drafted by the Texans with the 11th pick in the first round of the 2011 NFL Draft, and played college football at Wisconsin. What has received numerous awards and accolades, having won the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year award twice in his first 4 seasons. What is primarily a defensive end, but occasionally shifts to defensive tackle in certain situations. He has also taken snaps on offense as a tight end, catching 3 touchdown passes during the 2014 season. Also in 2014, what became the first player in NFL history to record 2 20-plus sack seasons in a career. He also currently holds the Texans franchise records for both sacks and forced fumbles. What has also been voted by other players in the NFL to the NFL Top 100 list as number 1 in the 2014-15 season. Early life and high school career. Watt was born on March 22, 1989, in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, to parents Connie and John Watt, who is a firefighter. Watt's brothers, Derek and T.J., are both students and football players at the University of Wisconsin. Watt played hockey from the age of 4 to age 13 and also played for travel teams, which traveled to Canada and Germany. He gave up hockey when weekly games started to conflict with his schedule. The decision was also made with respect to the financial burden of the equipment and the need to replace it. Watt also played football throughout his childhood and became passionate about football while he was in 5th grade. Watt attended Pewaukee High School, where he was a 4-year letter winner in football and also lettered in basketball, baseball and track and field. During his senior year, he was selected for first-team All-State. During this time, he became a breakout football player, earning the Woodland Conference Player of the Year award his senior year, and first-team All-State, All-County, All-Area, and All-Conference selections as tight end and defensive end. He was also named the Team Euro Unregistered Trademark SMVP. During his senior year at Pewaukee High, Watt accumulated a total of 399 receiving yards, 26 catches, and 5 touchdowns. Also a standout in track and field, Watt followed in his father's footsteps and competed in the shot put during his senior season, earning first-team All-State selection. He ended up capturing the state title in the shot put at the 2007 WIAA Division II Championship, setting a new school record with a throw of 59 feet, 11.5 in. Recruiting regarded only as a 2-star recruit by both Rivals.com and Scout.com, Watt was ranked neither among the top tight end nor among the top defensive end prospects in his class. He was, however, the number 7 rated prospect out of the state of Wisconsin. After official visits to Central Michigan, Colorado, and Minnesota, Watt chose to play for Central Michigan. College career. Central Michigan Watt received a scholarship offer from Central Michigan University and committed there. There, Watt was led to believe he would be scoring touchdowns at his position as tight end. However, after only 8 catches and 2007 nearing its end, Watt knew that was not the case. He was approached by coaches to move to offensive tackle, but this move did not play a role in his leaving, as Watt felt that there was no room for him to grow. He also wanted to move closer to home and play defensive end at Wisconsin, so Watt gave up his starting spot and scholarship to walk on at the University of Wisconsin. At Central Michigan, he played 14 games, compiled a total of 77 receiving yards and 8 receptions. On October 27, 2007, in a game against Kent State, Watt had 2 receptions for 23 yards, a career high. Wisconsin At the University of Wisconsin, Watt was redshirted for the 2008 season and was named Wisconsin Euro Unregistered Trademark Scout Team Player of the Year. In 2009, Watt played in 13 games as defensive end. In a game against Hawaii on December 5, 2009, Watt had a career high of 2 sacks for 9 yards, 3 tackles for loss, 6 tackles, and 1 quarterback hurry. Watt finished the season with 32 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 4.5 sacks, 15.5 tackles for loss, and 5 passes defended. He also earned his first letter. In 2010, Watt played in 13 games and led the team in tackles for loss, quarterback hurries, blocked kicks, and forced fumbles. He finished the season with 42 solo tackles, 20 assisted tackles, 21 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 1 interception for 15 yards, 9 passes defensed, and 3 fumbles forced. He earned the Ronnie Lott Trophy in 2010, voted AP in Sports Illustrated Second Team All-American, All-Big Ten First Team, Academic All-Big Ten, and was voted the Team Unregistered Trademark SMVP. College statistics Professional career 2011 NFL Draft Houston Texans Watt decided to forego his senior season and entered the 2011 NFL Draft. At the 2011 NFL Combine, Watt completed the 40-yard dash in 4.84 seconds, did 34 reps on the bench press, recorded a 37-inch vertical jump and 120 broad jump, completed the 3-cone drill in 6.88 seconds, and finished the 20-yard shuttle in 4.21 seconds. Watt was a top performer in all categories, except the 40-yard dash. On April 28, 2011, he was selected in the first round by the Houston Texans and was the 11th pick overall. The Texans signed Watt to a 4-year, $11.24 million contract on July 31, 2011. 2011 season. In 2011, Watt started all 16 games and finished the season with 48 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, and 5.5 sacks. In 2011, the Texans went to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Watt recorded 11 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles, 1 interception returned for a touchdown, 1 pass defensed, and 4 sacks in 2 games. Watt was named Texans Team Rookie of the Year, USA Today All-Joe Team, and Pro Football Weekly PWFA All-Rookie Team. 2012 season. In 2012, Watt had one of the best seasons for a defensive player in NFL history. Watt finished the season with 69 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 20.5 sacks, 16 passes defensed, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. Watt was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Month for the week of September 16, 2011, and December 23, 2011. On November 22, 2012, in a game against the Detroit Lions, Watt recorded 3 sacks, to give him a total of 14.5, breaking the Texans' record for sacks in a season, which was previously held by Mario Williams. The Texans made the playoffs again in 2012, and Watt recorded 6 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles, 2 passes defensed, 2 sacks in 2 games. Watt finished the season 2.5 sacks shy of Michael Strahan unregistered trademark single-season record for sacks, set in 2001. Watt was named to the 2013 NFL Pro Bowl team on December 26, 2012. Watt also was named Texans Team Most Valuable Player, USA Football Fundamentals Team, PFW First Team All-Pro, Pro Football Weekly PFWA Most Valuable Player, NFL 101 AFC Defensive Player of the Year, April 1 Team All-Pro, and the AP Defensive Player of the Year. Watt received 49 out of 50 votes for the Defensive Player of the Year award. He is the first Texans player to receive an NFL Player of the Year award. Watt was the 17th defensive lineman and only the 8th defensive end to receive the award since 1971. Watt also made the highest debut on NFL Network unregistered trademark Top 100 list for 2012, coming in at number 5. 2013 season. In 2013, Watt recorded 65 solo tackles, 15 assisted tackles, 7 passes defensed, 10.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. The Texans, however, had a losing season and finished with a 2-14 record. Watt was named to the 2014 NFL Pro Bowl and was the Pro Bowl captain. 2014 season. Prior to the start of the 2014 season, the Texans and Watt agreed to a 6-year contract extension, worth $100 million. Watt received $30.9 million at signing and he will receive $21 million at the start of the 2016 season if he is on the roster. This contract made him the NFL Euro unregistered trademark's highest-paid non-quarterback, based on average yearly salary. In a game against the Oakland Raiders, on September 14, 2014, Watt became the first defensive player in Texans history to score a touchdown from scrimmage. Watt scored the touchdown on a 1-yard catch after coming into the game as a tight end. Watt scored his second touchdown of the season on September 28, 2014, against the Buffalo Bills. Watt picked off a pass from Buffalo Euro unregistered trademark S.E.J. Manuel that was intended for Fred Jackson, and returned 80 yards for the touchdown. With this touchdown, Watt became tied at sixth for the longest interception return by a defensive lineman. Watt Euro unregistered trademark's touchdown was also the fourth longest interception return in Houston Texans history. During the game, Watt hit Manuel 9 times, but was flagged twice for roughing the passer. Watt was fined $16,537 for only one of the incidents. Watt was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Month for September. In a game against the Indianapolis Colts, on October 9, 2014, Watt forced Colts quarterback Andrew Luck to fumble the ball. Watt recovered the ball and returned 45 yards for the touchdown. For his fourth touchdown of the season, Watt caught a 2-yard touchdown pass from Texans quarterback, Ryan Mallett, for Mallett Euro unregistered trademark's first career touchdown pass. Watt recorded 4 solo tackles, 1 assisted tackle, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, and fumble recovery in the same game, which was on November 16, 2014, against the Cleveland Browns. Watt scored his 5th touchdown on November 30, 2014, catching a 1-yard pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick, the Texans quarterback. With this reception, Watt became the first defensive lineman to have scored at least 5 touchdowns in a season since 1944. On December 21, Watt recorded his 54th sack as a Texan in a win against the Baltimore Ravens. With that sack, he surpassed Mario Williams as the franchise leader in sacks. J.J. Watt's 54th sack on December 28, 2014, Watt had a sack for his first career safety against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which gave him 3 sacks on the day and 20.5 on the season, becoming the first player in NFL history to have 20 or more sacks in separate seasons. Watt also finished the season with a career-high 5 fumble recoveries and 5 touchdowns. For his outstanding season, Watt was unanimously named to the 2014 All-Pro First Team as a defensive end and named to the All-Pro Second Team as a defensive tackle. Watt was also named to the 2015 Pro Bowl where Chris Carter, team captain of Team Carter, selected Watt to be his captain on defense. During the game, Watt recorded a fumble recovery and an interception and after the game was named Defensive MVP. He also won the Defensive Player of the Year award, one of the few to win the award multiple times. He also became the first defensive player since 2008 to get votes for the MVP award, receiving 13. Season statistics equals Houston Texans franchise records, most career sacks, surpassing Mario Williams on December 21, 2014. Most career forced fumbles on December 28, 2014. Personal life. While an undergrad at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Watt delivered pizzas for a Madison Pizza Hut. On July 22, 2015, Watt was named the Vice President of Power Relations for Reliant. Reliant is a retail electric provider in Texas, also a subsidiary of NRG Energy Incorporated. Charitable work. Watt is the president and founder of the Justin J. Watt Foundation, a charity organization that provides after-school opportunities for children in various communities, in order for them to get involved in athletics in a safe environment. This foundation unregistered trademark's motto, OE Dream Big, Work Hard is sold on wristbands and t-shirts. Since this foundation was launched in 2010, Watt has raised over $1 million. Most of the schools that benefit from the fundraising are in Texas and Wisconsin but are not limited to these states. Recently, donations have expanded to Alabama, Illinois, and California. What a unregistered trademark's mother, Connie, is the vice president of the organization. What and the J.J. Watt Foundation host a charity classic, run walk, golf outing, and tailgate annually. The Charity Classic is a softball game held at Constellation Field, in Sugar Land, Texas, in which Texans players participate in a game and home run derby to raise money for the foundation. The inaugural Charity Classic game was in 2013, and the 2014 Charity Classic raised over $436,433 towards his foundation. On August 26, 2014, Watt received the Texans Spirit of the Ball Community Award. On November 14, 2014, Watt was nominated for the NFLA Unregistered Trademark's Salute to Service Award that honors either a coach, player, or owner for their efforts in supporting the county Unregistered Trademark's servicemen and women. Due to the extremely good turnout in 2015, the annual Charity Classic has been moved to Minute Maid Park, home of the Houston Astros. In 2015, over $640,000 were raised. This is almost double the amount of money raised in the previous year. J.J. Watt is also known for his interactions with children. On July 2, 2011, the Berry family was traveling home from a vacation in Colorado Springs. The parents, Joshua and Robin Berry, were killed in a head-on collision while also leaving their two sons, Peter and Aaron, handicapped. Their daughter, Willa, suffered minor injuries. In 2012, following the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, Watt found out some of the families that were affected were in the Houston area. He invited them out on the field to hang out and throw the football. He then proceeded to give them signed merchandise that he had worn in previous games. In October 2015, he dressed up as Batman to surprise kids at the Texas Children's Hospital for a Halloween party. References. External links: J.J. Watt on Twitter, career statistics and player information from NFL.com, a Eurocent ESPN, a Eurocent Pro Football Reference, a Eurocent Sports Reference, Wisconsin Badgers bio, Houston Texans profile.